Hello. In this presentation, I'll be talking about designs for directing learners' attention in a large-scale social annotation platform. My name is Jumana Almahmoud, a PhD candidate at MIT CSCL, and I'll be presenting this work on behalf of my colleagues at MIT and UC Davis. Before we start, I'd like to explain social annotation. It is when multiple users are collaboratively annotating online documents and their annotations are exposed to each other. This process is referred to as social annotation. But what happens when these tools are used on a larger scale in educational contexts with so many users? Some examples of social annotation tools include Hypothesis, Highlighter, Perusal, and Wattpad. Most have the same structure, with the document being on the left side and the annotations on the sidebar on the margins on the right side. On this work, we use NB as the social annotation tool on which we conduct our experiments. It is similar in structure to the previous social annotation tools available in the market. However, it's open source and was built by our lab, Haystack at MIT. This gives us more flexibility with designs and development. NB has been around since 2012. A newer version was deployed in January 2021 and was used by more than thousands of students every semester. Our collaborators at UC Davis use the tool in their teaching and have been providing us with valuable feedback and insights through our weekly need-finding meetings with them. Some of the main insights we have received were regarding how overwhelming the volume of comments was to students and faculty on NB. In addition, it was reported by our collaborators that fruitful discussion gets lost in the high numbers of less attractive comments and discussions. With those challenges, instructors expressed a desire to direct students' attention to the most instructive comments or discussions, as they believe this could contribute to knowledge construction and a more collaborative learning experience. In order to address these challenges and direct students' attention when reading online documents, we looked at existing practices that have been explored for blending notes taken by learners with textbooks. Some learners overlay their reading with sticky notes. Others write on the margins and footnotes or between the lines, among other techniques we describe in our paper. After multiple iterations and a pilot study, we have concluded with a set of designs we refer to as spotlights. This includes placing the comment itself in view and making it part of the text, emphasizing the highlight color, or making the header line in the sidebar, marking the header line in the sidebar. In NB, we have deployed the designs as shown in the screencast. An instructor picks a comment, chooses how to spotlight it, and depending on the type of spotlighting, the document will reflow accordingly. The set of spotlighting designs we studied are yellow blocks, blue inline script, and emphasized green highlight. In our study, we wanted to answer the following research questions. Does spotlighting comments increase engagement with these comments? Which type of spotlighting yields more engagement? Are there groups of students that are more affected by the spotlights? And does the quality of the spotlight comment affect how students interact with them? Our study population was an undergraduate biology class at UC Davis during the summer term of 2021. The students were tasked to write at least 3 comments or replies on each reading on IMBY. Each week had around 4 readings with a total of 26 readings. The total number of students was 205. Our study involved a controlled experiment followed by interviews and then surveys. For our experiment, we set aside a portion of the students as our true control group. The rest was divided into randomly assigned treatment groups. The subject in our experiment was the potential interactions between a student and a particular comment. So that's student-comment pairs. For each student, we randomly spotlit 6 or 10 for each reading. Half of those spotlit comments were random from the comments that the instructors selected and marked as high quality, and the other half were from the rest. We also conducted interviews and surveys asking students about their reading and learning experience with and without spotlights. Our experiments showed that the interaction between spotlighting and treatment has a significant positive effect. The click rate on spotlight comments increased from its baseline 9.7% to about 15.5%. While all spotlighting types increased the click rate on comments, we found that the inline blue scripts increased the click likelihood the most. From our interviews and surveys, students reported that spotlights were useful in learning by helping them study, discover relevant comments, spark discussions, and enhance the reading material. We also found that spotlighting made students feel a sense of pride and validation within the community of annotators. For more results and discussion on the design implications and user experience for social annotation tools, please check out our paper. Also, check out our social annotation tool, IMBY. It's open source. And if you have any questions, please email me at jumana@mit.edu. Thank you.